One stereotype for every brawler in Brawl Stars. Shelly. All you do is get super and camp in bushes, waiting for an unsuspecting brawler to get jumped. Nita. You have terrible aim, so you heavily rely on her to hit your shots. Jackie. The only thing you know how to do is run it down no matter what, even if it doesn't impact the team. Leon. You don't play with the team, you just focus on getting your super to go invisible on enemies. Kit. You're an iPad kid who exploits them in solo showdown, and you always throw up the thumbs down hint whenever you get a kill. Rico. You try to bounce your balls off walls more than you try to actually aim at the enemy. Spike. You heavily rely on curveball to hit your shots. I think all Spike mains understand that feeling. Carl. You always try to close off a lane at the start of the game with that one fire trail gadget. Shade. It takes you 5 years just to get your super, but when you get it, you actually cook. Poco. You're the backbone of your entire team support and prioritize healing them than letting yourself heal. Max. You definitely think you're Tensai, like bro you look like you're having a seizure, trying to dodge attacks that weren't gonna hit you in the first place. Gale. You always seem to do so much damage, but you can never finish an enemy off. BB. BB players love to just run it down on enemies, even if it means they only get one swing in. Tick. You love playing aggressive, cause you know you got that knockback gadget, in case an Edgar tries to attack you. Otis. You do not know how to use your super, like at all. Jesse. You either hit all your shots, or you just miss all of them, there's really no in between. Mortis. All Mortis players have that moment, where they spam all of their attacks into a wall. I can't even count how many times I see that in my games at this point. Dynamike. You have those games where you either hit all your shots, or you miss every shot you try to predict. Angelo. You always try and attack, even when you need to heal up. Like the confidence I see on Angelo plays sometimes is absolutely absurd. Byron. You stand right behind your teammates to heal them. You don't even think about fighting enemies yourself. Meg. You just reminisce about the good old days when Meg used to actually be good. Griff. You have those moments where you're so confused how you did so much damage in such a short period of time. Fang. You spend like half the game trying to get your super. Cordelius. Otto is your best friend. I refuse to believe you guys even tried to shoot manually. Barley. You honestly take control of the game, depending on how you play, you either win or lose. Rosa. You are always trying to plant your bushes down, so they're perfectly spaced. Surge. You feel so handicapped whenever you're in your first stage, like bro I feel like I'm playing half of a brawler. Meeple. You miss every shot, once you get someone trapped in your super. Sandy. You heavily rely on your stun gadget, in order to win matchups against enemy brawlers. Jean. All you Jean players play spectacular, but when it comes down to the clutch moments, you guys always whiff your super, like it's a recurring problem I'm witnessing more and more often. Honestly, I don't know what it is. Squeak. You can never kill an enemy, they always escape with like 30 HP, and it probably frustrates the heck out of you. Ollie. You only play them because they're new, let's be honest here. You always spam your attack when enemies are just out of range. Draco. 90% of your kills comes from using that one annoying gadget that keeps you at 1 HP for like 5 seconds it feels like. Clancy? You only play him for a quest. I refuse to believe people actually play him for fun. Sprout. You always manage to hit your shots, even when enemies feel like they're out of your range. I'm personally a victim of this. Grom. No matter how good you are, your chance of hitting the burst of shots gadget is close to zero. Colt. Every other game, you quite literally cannot hit a shot. Eve. You think that just cause you can go on water, you're invincible. Willow. Your decision making is insane when you super someone. Like they seem to know how to play every brawler perfectly. Mo. You probably don't know Mo is the worst brawler in the game. Pearl. You cannot use your super correctly to save your life. Pro players don't realize how short the super radius really is. Terra. The only way you win your games is to hypercharge super, but beside that, you usually do the least amount of damage on the team. Miko. You guys either have elite decision making, or you do the absolutely worst moves possible. Juju. Your little super gets half the kills for you. Lily. You're a master at predicting where an enemy is when you're in the underworld. Sam. You don't care what the meta is, you just love the uniqueness of Sam's entire kit. Ruffs. You're basically a Rico main that wanted a breath of fresh air. Tell me I'm not wrong. B. You hold off on your charge shot until you know for sure it's going to have some value. Nani. We all know you guys can't hit your super to save your life, like I don't even get scared by it anymore. Lola. You guys are NPCs. I think I see more bots than real people that play Lola. Kenji. You guys don't even aim your super, you just recklessly throw it down, even in situations where you'll die anyway. Frank. You almost never know how to use your super. Frank mains think they have unlimited range or something. Belle. You jinx your aim once you hit someone with your super. Buster. You don't seem to realize that sometimes pulling in the wrong enemy brawler can result in you being killed. You either have insanely crispy movement, or you just dash into walls like Mortis. Penny. You almost never know how to use either one of Penny's gadgets correctly. El Primo. You've never tried to aim your shots before. Barry. You're either good at healing or attacking. Barry players are never good at both. Crow. It takes you 3 years to charge your super. Pam. You're just waiting for her to actually be good again. Mandy. 90% of your kills come from your super. Like I rarely see a Mandy actually kill someone with just their main attack. RT. You love using that one gadget that instantly gives you super. Piper. Auto aim is your best friend. Once you get that first shot in, the homing gadget finishes it off. Mr. P. You have no regard for the enemy team, especially with your hypercharged super, which literally makes people want to break their phone. Melody. You go absolutely crazy in Brawl Hockey, and your movement is top tier. Lou. You always play him on Hot Zone if you have his hypercharge, no matter what. Edgar. Do I even need to say anything? Doug. The only time people play him are when they purely want to have fun, they don't care about winning. Gus. You don't care if he's boring, as long as he gets the job done. Janet. You somehow still miss your hypercharge shots, even though you literally get to fully control it. Maisie. You're a master at timing your shots. Hank.
I was prawn ready!
Larry and Lori. You never trust your bot to actually get kills. Gray. You have like S-tier reaction time. Charlie. You fell off months ago. Bo. You guys either miss all your shots, or you hit them all. I'm convinced you guys burn all your ammo just for 1,000 damage. 8-bit. You might not be fast, but you always know when to TP back to your super. Brock. All Brock players show off at least once by rocketing themselves upwards as they kill the last enemy. Bull. You're only useful in very specific types of situations. Bonnie. I'm surprised you guys even exist. Buzz. You suck at using your super, but when you actually connect it, it pays off really well. Chester. You instantly vaporize enemy brawlers with your attacks. People don't really know how much damage she can actually do. Chuck. We only see you in Heist. Khalid. You don't seem to realize that even when you super, enemies can spam shots at you, if you don't do it at a good area. Daryl. You have that A+ rolling mechanics. Lumi. You're just rich. Check out another video here.